It's me again, Julia. Um, Obviously, it's been a little bit since my last update. I look a little different. It's been, I think, 2.5 months since my last one. So I am 7.5 post op for the gastric bypass surgery. Um, I I am finally having a quiet moment on this Easter afternoon. And I have been getting a lot of people saying, like, you look like a completely different person, and we want to hear how you're doing, and obviously you're still losing, but how are you feeling and eating? And I'm sorry that I haven't done any in a long time. My life has been changing a bit, and I got a new job, and losing the weight, and I have a crazy 2-year-old, and life. Bad excuse, sorry, but I'm here now. But I realize I look like a completely different person if you look back at my original first blog, which I started doing post or pre-op. I just look completely different. So that brings me to my stats. My high weight when I first met with my surgeon in Venice, Florida, was 388 pounds. I was a little heavier than that when I was pregnant with my son, but other than that, that's my highest weight that I ever have been. After we decided we were going to do the RNY Gastric Bypass Surgery, I lost about 30 pounds before my surgery date, doing the pre-op diet, which is a very low carb diet. And so my surgery weight was 355. My current weight is 224 pounds. So I've lost 164 pounds total. And 134 of those pounds are just from the surgery alone. I am not exercising. I am not going out of my way to burn calories. Let me put it that way. I mean, my new job makes me definitely move around a lot more than I did when I was a home health aide. But other than that, I'm not going to the gym. I take some walks every once in a while, but not, nothing on a set schedule. And I should be doing that. I mean, I am not proud of what I just told you, but I just want to let you know the truth here. Not exercising. This is just surprising me every week that I'm still losing this much. I mean, the physics of it, the math of it, that all works out. I'm not eating as much as I'm burning, but I'm not, I'm not at the point yet where I'm working out and doing cardio and lifting or anything like that. And so I surprise myself when I step on the scale every week and I'm down. I think my average is like 3 point something pounds a week to lose, but it's kind of different. I fluctuate a lot. Some weeks I'll lose like 5 pounds, and then the next week I'll lose like 1, and then the next week I'll lose like 4.5, and then the next week I'll lose 2.5. So I think the average is about 3. And I've always been like that ever since I was on like Weight Watchers or ever tried every other diet. I would lose a lot and then none, and lose a little and then gain, and then But anyway, so it's a little because I've lost so much weight. It's a little nerve-wracking for me, especially when I just shock people that hadn't seen me, or even my parents, like come up to me and say like, I looked up from when I was in the kitchen cutting something, and I looked up and I thought I saw Julia from high school, and I'm like, it's the same me. I'm still me, but I look a lot different. I really do, and it's a little scary because I'm losing so fast. It's like it's not slowing down either. So it's like it's like the Stephen King movie Thinner. Like I really don't remember doing anything to any gypsy witches or anything like that. But anyway, I am not eating well. I am having trouble with food still. And I know that's probably not what people want to hear. But I'm not one of those people who you're gonna read their blog or watch their blog and be like, it's great and I'm feeling wonderful and I can't believe I lost this weight without sacrificing and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna be truthful here. I'm still having a lot of trouble with food, not eating what I shouldn't. I can't eat anything. I feel like I can't eat anything. I stick with the same things most days, like in my lunchbox at work, and when I come home, I don't, usually eat much with the family. I just help cook and feed the kid and get him off to bed, and then I usually eat some like deli meat and cheese and crackers, or in my lunchbox I eat string cheese, anything that I can get in that doesn't back me up, like I feel like I've swallowed a brick or something. I'll eat little bites of and chew real well, and I swallow, and it sometimes will take a little bit longer to go down, and it kind of is uncomfortable. And if I ever try to like take a sip of water after that, it just kind of gets stuck, and it's still a work in progress. I'm kind of just sticking with what I know best, and string cheese and cottage cheese and yogurt, and those. It's a lot of dairy, isn't it? But a lot of those things have a higher protein content, and I don't feel stuck. Most meats like chicken, red meat I haven't really even tried much of yet because I tried lobster. I cooked this really good lobster tail that my mom bought me, but I just no matter how much I chew, it just feels like it's stuck, and it's very uncomfortable. And for a while I feel like jittery and like I'm gonna get sick. Like I'll start sweating and try to like move around or stretch or like try to get it down, but it doesn't work. And then that just really kind of discourages me from wanting to eat anything at all. So I'm battling with food. Most days I can safely say I can take a couple bites of most anything, and eventually I'll feel okay in like 10 minutes maybe after I eat it. And it doesn't bother me too much, but whenever I eat, I still get the gurgles. I think I talked about that last week, or last video. It was just, it's just the food processing and figuring out how to get down, and I'm so self-conscious about it. I'll hear like, and I'm like, is that in my head because I can feel it, or can everybody hear that? I am not doing perfect with taking my vitamins, but I'm not doing awful either. I know that I'm not getting the nutrients that I need. Hands down. I'm bruising really easily. I don't know. I look like I'm in like a fight club most days, and I work with little babies now, so like I swear I get all over my knuckles. I'm sure there's reasons why. I'm sensitive or they're easily broken. I don't know, but it looks like I punch babies, and I swear to God, I don't punch babies. I'm not in a baby fight club. I just get bruises. They're all over my legs. It's kind of embarrassing. Like I definitely look like, Brad Pitt from Fight Club or something like that. Or, battered wife, which I swear is also not the case. I'm also battling a lot with skin flab, lost 165 pounds, so the skin is not gonna like bounce back. One of my worst ones that I'm a little self-conscious about is my right here, because I definitely had a big double chin when I was heavier. But the cosmetics of it don't bother me as much as I'm sure it bothers other women, but it's partially because I've never cared. And actually now that I have a body and a curve and I really have to learn more about how to dress. I know that sounds silly because it seems like you just buy the size you are, but you know what? Flab, and it's a thing, and can't wear tank tops anymore. I'm just gonna show you my flab. Get it over with. So like my arms are bad. It's kind of bad, and it's only gonna get worse here, people. And like I'll show you. I'll stand up here for you. This is one of my newer shirts, so it actually fits me okay. But I really have to just learn how to buy the right sizes for myself again, and you know, everything is shrinking and I have to keep up with it, and I don't want to like buy new clothes too often because then I just have to buy more. So those are all struggles. However, I am not complaining. Like, I just wanted to get that part of it out of the way. Even though I'm, you know, miserable some days. I'm not even gonna lie. It kind of feels like miserable. I'm still super thankful for what I've chosen to do, and I'm excited for what the future brings for me, and I still totally feel like I made the right decision. I have energy. Most days. I'm starting to get overheated less. Still get a little sweaty here and there, but you know, I think that's part of me. I don't know, we'll see. And I do live in Florida. So I am still, you know, like, even though I'm kind of talking about the downsides, the cons, or however you want to look at it, the side effects, I'm still beyond amazed, grateful, and I'm still feeling like I'm made the right choice and then going in the right directions. I need to work on it still. You know, days like today are a little rough, and I try not to get snacky or anything. Like, I put together Easter baskets for everybody in the house, and I didn't eat any of it. I didn't eat, okay, I had a little gummy carrot just to see if they were too hard for my son to eat. Anyway, I didn't eat any candy this year, so I'm like, I'm amazed on one hand that I'm being as passive with food as I am, because it wasn't easy at first. It's getting a lot easier, but on days like today, I miss it, you know, like, we're making a dinner tonight, and who knows if my stomach will let me eat much or not. If I can just get one bite of ham, one bite of, you know, the green beans, and one bite of whatever, you know, like, if I could just get a bite of each, that's kind of a win for me, and I'm feeling good after that. And that's all I really ask for right now. You know, I don't feel hungry, so that helps me not miss food as much. And my fear of feeling sick after I eat also helps not want food much. But I think it's different for everybody. And I think at this point in people's surgeries, a lot of people are struggling with being able to eat the things they used to eat and learning how to stop themselves. And I'm kind of glad almost that I'm not at that point, because self-control obviously is not something I was very good with pre-surgery. And I know feeling nauseous and throwing up are things that I can't stand. So as long as I can just find a balance of being healthy and being satisfied with food, and just getting the nutrients that I need, I'll just be very happy at that point. So I am going to go get blood work done very soon, actually tomorrow morning, I think. And I see my surgeon again this month as well, so I know he's going to be yelling at me for not getting in the vitamins and nutrients that I should be getting in, the protein, and so we'll see if maybe I should work with a nutritionist. I think that might be my next step, and just pushing myself and maybe figuring out what vitamins work better for me. So that's my next step, and I'll wish everybody a happy Easter and April Fool's Day if you're into that too. We don't do that in this house. Nobody tricks me. I am not gonna eat horseradish instead of mayo or anything like that. Don't do it. So I hopefully will get another video in a little sooner than this, but I think I say that every time, so I'm not even say. Okay,